Hello, my friends. My name is Amanda with Amanda Panda Projects, and today I have a super cute rusty spring shamrock for you guys, okay? I made a heart one a few weeks back. I had one spring left. I didn't know if I wanted to do a bunny or a shamrock, and so you know what? We're doing a shamrock, and then I will buy another spring, and we'll make a bunny later, okay? All right, so I took some of this homespun green fabric that I had. I got this from Walmart, and I sold bundles, and I saved some of this for myself. I took a shamrock template that I printed off of Google. I traced it onto the fabric, and then I folded it in half and then cut it out. I decided to do it this way. That way it's exactly the same shape and same size. And I only had to worry about cutting it out once instead of cutting it out twice. So after I did that, I went ahead and cut a little piece of coffee stained muslin, and then I'm going to stamp on Luck of the Irish using my little miniature alphabet stamp set. It's in my Amazon shop. Happy to give you the link to these stamps. I absolutely love them. I use them all the time. So I just stamped Luck of the Irish onto this one. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was having a hard time making this video. I was like, what do I want to do? I was putting it off, but I finally did it, and I'm so happy that I did. Make sure that you're following the page because I have lots of cute St. Patty's and spring and Easter crafts lined up. And let me know in the comments what you guys think of this one, okay? So after I got the little Luck of the Irish thing done, I went ahead and I started gluing it together with just a little thin line of hot glue all around the outside of the shamrock. So I did this nice and slow and steady. I just did it little bit by little bit, piece by piece, because you want it to stay together, but you don't want it to have so much glue that it's like globbing out the sides either. So you just take your time and do this, and make sure that you do not go all the way across the shamrock because you have to leave yourself room to get the polyfill in there. Now, this is a weird shape. So normally I just leave like an inch or two, but I left a lot more for this one because it was a little tricky to get the polyfill up in there. So see, I left one whole clove open. I have no idea what that's called. One whole leaf of the shamrock open. And then I just stuffed the polyfill in little by little. Polyfill is so weird to me. I always feel like I put so much in this tiny little thing. I just kept stuffing it, and it just kept fitting in there. So I just kept on adding more. So once I had it stuffed, the two cloves stuffed, I started sealing up the rest of it, and then I left just enough room to fill in this last leaf. Okay, so bit by bit, again, I just filled in this last one. It can be a little bit tricky to get it shut, but I just stuffed the polyfill down in there and like leave some like empty fabric so that I have enough room. And then once I get it all sealed, I kind of like spread the polyfill out and fill it in, if that makes any sense. You could see what I'm doing here. So see how I left like a nice little flap of fabric there so that I had something to work with. And then I got that last little bit sealed. And then I kind of go and like move it around in my hands and get it all filled out. So once I did that, I wanted to jazz it up a little bit. So I took a strip of muslin and a strip of this like distressed book page fabric also was in those bundles. I'm going to be getting more fabric for bundles, you guys. Some super cute fabric. So stay tuned for that. All right. So then I just tied it around here. I just did a simple like knot for the muslin, and then the distressed book page one was a little bit too thick. I wanted to tie it in like a shoestring bow, so I ended up ripping it in half and then tying it together to make it longer. So see how now it's super thin. So I tied this one around it, and now I can get it into the shoestring bow around the front. So I just tied that, got it all straight. Then I took some twine and I strung on a rusty bell onto the twine, and then I tied the twine into a shoestring bow so the rusty bell is just kind of hanging from the center, and then I glued that to the middle of my bow. Oh, hi, Mello. Mello's coming to say hi to you guys. I took some of this dried, I don't know what it is. Someone sent it to me in a Happy Mail. I like it. It's like a baby's breath kind of, and I just put a little bit on the top, a little bit at the bottom, and then I took a rusty safety pin. We rusted this up in the crafter party. We learned how to like rust real metal. We rusted them up and I had them. So I just kind of stuck it on there. I hot glued it to the rusty spring. You guys, these springs were sent to me by someone in Happy Mail as well, but you can get them on Etsy. And there you go. There it is. I think it's so darn cute. I just love this. I love these spring crafts. rusty spring, not the seasoned spring. And I think this turned out so cute. So make sure that you guys share this video with a friend, get it out there. Let me know in the comments what you think of it, and let me know, are you doing St. Patrick's Day crafts, or are you skipping right on over to spring?